GameRanks presents the top 10 new games releasing February 2016. Hope you guys are all ready for Valentine's Day. I'm just kidding. No. Let's talk about February video games, starting off with number 10. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is a sequel to a game that I didn't think would take off as much as it did. A ton of people ended up playing the multiplayer-only Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and now they're eagerly awaiting this sequel. This time around, there's 6 new plant and zombie classes, a zombie version of Garden Ops, now being called Graveyard Ops, and a 24-player mode. Also, this time around you can play solo. You don't have to only play online. So if you like plants, zombies, and multiplayer shooters, this game might be for you. And at number 9, we have Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Say that 3 times fast. I'm gonna say that 4 times fast. The 3D arena-based brawler fighting game makes its return with the final installment in this series. This time around, the wall run ability is back. This time around, there's new arenas, characters, and the ability to break weapons and armor. The coolest part is that all these different damages are all elemental-based, so fire actually burns things away. Whether you like Naruto or not, maybe you just like 3D brawlers, these games are real fun. So I'm hoping the 4th entry in the series is no slouch in that department. And at number 8, we have Pillars of Eternity, The White March Part 2. This is an expansion from Pillars of Eternity that adds a bunch of new stuff, including new quests, abilities, and a new barbarian companion. There's a new area to explore, a new story, higher level caps, and a mode that allows you to cruise through the game and enjoy the story at a faster pace without actually playing the game. If the game's too hard for you, or you're just a little baby, or maybe you just don't like RPGs, this new story time mode will actually let you still cruise through and enjoy the story if you want to be like that. That being said, we don't recommend skipping any gameplay from Pillars of Eternity because it's really good. At number 7, we have Unravel. Unravel is like a physics-based platforming puzzle video game where you get to play as a little character named Yarny, a little guy made out of yarn. He traverses realistic and beautiful looking environments, and the fact that you're made out of yarn actually ties into the gameplay. You can use it as a rope, you can use it as a way to swing yourself around, or solve puzzles. It's all physics-based, it looks great, it looks like fun, it had a really impressive reveal at E3, and people are really excited for this one. And at number 6, we have Dying Light, The Following. Dying Light, The Following is a whole huge expansion of the original and awesome Dying Light that gives you a whole new open world to play in. That is the entire size of the whole original game put together. This time around, there's new upgrades, new weapons, new enemies, and a lot of vehicle-based combat. You can also upgrade and customize this vehicle to your heart's content and run over zombies, and it looks, frankly, pretty cool. Not only that, Dying Light is also getting a re-release in a full package called Dying Light, The Following Enhanced Edition, in which you get the original game, all the DLC content, and the new expansion, The Following. And Dying Light overall is really sweet. It definitely brought back the fun in zombies after it being kind of overkill for a while. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't played it already. And at number 5, we have Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright and Conquest. These are 2 separate games. You can get them bundled together, but overall they are very similar. This is the first time in a Fire Emblem game where your customized avatar is the main character. The whole storyline is completely based around you. There's this whole new area called My Castle that lets you walk around and build your relationships with your fellow characters that are actually really important to these games. And you can use amiibos like Marth and stuff and tap them in the game, and then they're in the battle with you. So if you have those amiibos, it'll actually finally come in handy. And at number 4, we have Firewatch. This very cool looking indie first-person game is kind of like an adventure exploration game, telling the tale of a park ranger who has had kind of a terrible life and just went through a divorce, and some odd things go afoot in the forest and you gotta figure it out. We don't know too much more about it other than that it looks cool, it's got a little bit of creepiness to it, and a lot of mystery. And frankly, we just can't wait to play Firewatch to figure out the mystery that is the game and the game's story, so we're looking forward to it. And at number 3, we have Far Cry Primal. Hey, do you like cavemen? Do you like saber-toothed tigers? Do you like woolly mammoths? If you like any of those things, you're probably gonna like Far Cry Primal because it's a game where you're a caveman and you fight and play with animals and just do cool shit. I really think it's a good idea that they're shaking up the Far Cry formula this time around with not having any guns. You just have spears and arrows and weapons like that, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I also think it's gonna kick off a trend and we're gonna see a lot more prehistoric and caveman games, but goddamn if Far Cry Primal doesn't look awesome. Have you guys seen the trailers? And at number 2, we have Street Fighter V. This Street Fighter makes its triumphant return looking more gorgeous than ever with 4 new playable characters. The game features some tweaks to parry and power up attacks, as well as more interactive environments, and a much more robust online system, which is very important to the hardcore fans of the series. They're the ones that Street Fighter V has to please, and that will be revealed when it releases this February. And at number 1, we have XCOM 2. XCOM 2 takes place 20 years after the events of Enemy Unknown, and I gotta say, it looks 20 times cooler. There's all new enemy designs, soldier classes, and soldier designs, and everything just looks crazy and over the top and sci-fi. Once again, you are commander of this secret military organization, and it's your job to fight aliens. The game is still highly customizable, and even more so than last time around. And most importantly, this game features loot. Lots and lots of loot from fallen enemies and fallen player characters. I think that's really gonna shake up the dynamic and the player reward factor of XCOM, and I'm really excited to check that out. Overall, this just looks like it's going to be a kick-ass PC game, and we're really looking forward to it. It's probably our most anticipated game for February. Those are the biggest games releasing in February, but we got a couple bonus games that we couldn't fit on the list, including the Gravity Rush Remastered for PlayStation 4, the Vita game that is definitely worth checking out if you haven't already, and also Cobalt releasing for Xbox One, 360, and PC. So those are all the cool big games releasing in February 2016. Most importantly, we want to hear what games you guys are looking forward to. There's a lot of good stuff this month, so let's talk about it down in the comments. We'll be there. If you did have a good time with this video, maybe you learned about a game releasing this month, click the like button because that really helps us out. Subscribing is a good idea if you're new because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.